It is over the bottles again at 1759. That's where we hold this event. 1759 is a lounge around Oregun area of Lagos State. And it's happening here today again. It's the second edition in our second season. And today, with my friends, we'll be looking at trending issues in Nigeria as usual. Death is increasing. In 1 week, 2 beautiful ladies were killed. 2 of them in the north. 1 was shot by the police. The second person was abducted in March by Boko Haram splinter group and killed just on Monday. These killings are issues that people talked about on social network all through. And then the second issue will be the football. African Nations Cup qualifier. Nigeria was almost threw a victory away in Libya. So we have sports analysts, we have people in entertainment industry, we have interesting people to discuss this issue with me. And just by my side, as usual, is our entertainer, MC Shaggy.
Yeah, MC Shaggy. We are ready to dissect everyone.
Yo.
Topic here today.
Yo.
See that we are making. We
Yo.
we call it facelift.
Yes. We are looking different today.
Badash.
Bidash. House of Beauty.
House of Beauty. God bless you.
Yes. So over there is Anglika.
Yes. It's good to be on the program once again.
Okay, and our friend that is just joining us today.
Runaway soldier.
This is the second time that he's appearing on the show. And
my name is Ambassador.
He's Ambassador.
Yes.
So thank you so much for joining us. So today we'll be looking at these issues. 2 beautiful girls. Those girls make sense. In short, they're fine. You look at some things and you just wonder what is happening.
Is there God?
Yes.
Nigeria is a total mess when it comes to the police force. To me, I don't believe we have a police force in this country. We have anti-civilian force, which is always against the civilians and all that. Imagine where you're running away from armed robber. Armed robbers, they run from armed robber.
Police
you
go
see police, you go run from police again. Because I say they run away from 2 armed men. And understand that kind of thing. They say police is your friend, police is your friend.
Yeah,
to me, that's my own opinion. Nobody should fight me here. They should write off Nigeria police.
No, I go fight you.
They should just write them.
I go fight you.
Oh no, Nigeria police.
On the issue of writing off Nigerian police, let me read out what someone said on social network.
Yeah.
Okay.
The person said, Hauwa Leman, that's the girl that works with Red Cross,
Yes.
killed by Boko Haram. Anita Akapson, gunned down by police. He now says Nigeria failed them. Anuleka, do you believe Nigeria failed?
Nigeria has always failed us. Nigeria has been failing us. Nigeria as a whole. The government, the people, the security forces,
Police force.
The entire security outfit. They've been failing us right from time, and they have continued to fail us, and nothing is being done about it. Some people are supposed to be held accountable, but the only thing you hear is that the policeman involved has been suspended.
Yes, which is
while awaiting prosecution or while awaiting trial. But in the end, they'll just mention one name, but we don't see any face. Okay. In the end, you don't even know if really that person was even, if there was even somebody that was arrested in the first place, or if it's just names that were cooked up. The other time that some SARS officials beat up one guy or killed one young boy, the other time, we just heard that the SARS official was suspended and arrested and all. We did not see the face of anybody. So how are we sure that these issues are being dealt with?
There's something I want to say here. That thing is a key and it's a secret. I'm going to say it on this program, okay? That thing, Nigeria police is actually to trace the history back. Yeah, the reason why they invented them is to protect the government from the people. So it's upside down.
So
like,
it's not to protect.
No, so we should get this right. This is a secret that nobody knows.
No, it's a conspiracy theory. Your theory.
It's not my theory.
It's your theory.
My father, I'm telling you something. My father was a military. My father was a military. So okay. I think I got some info back there. Say Nigerian police is employed to take care of the government, not the people. So don't be twisted.
The mentality.
So you should change it. So whenever you see police, don't just say police is your friend or can save your life. Your life is in your hand.
But police has.
I'm not telling you the secret.
So let's look at another issue that someone raised.
Lots of life.
He says he mentioned the names of these same girls and said the people are dying every day, but our government care about 2019 re-election. That's their only care.
That's what I'm saying. Now, listen, 2019 election, they will employ police to protect a politician against citizen. But over there, they protect citizen against politician. So are you see what I'm saying? So the reason for Nigerian police is to protect government against the people. So get it.
I've always advised my friends, when you are working in the night, put on try and get these
reflective jackets,
life jackets, bulletproof.
Or if you not forget, when you want come out, meet weather. Made a wet jacket.
Iron jacket.
My pocket on my head.
Your head, go buy helmet. Strong one.
In case.
So that in case, because we're not they safe for this country. You understand? Like, we're not they safe. So that when you see police, go say, no, say some people they'll call it 20 at that time. When you see police, they go where you are. Shoot me.
But you're not gonna wear anything for your eye, you know.
Shoot down.
Actually, most Nigeria police now, they're not trained the way I to target. Because if you carry eye give police now before you go target, if you go target your ear, mistake always they do
now. The issue again is the killing of that aid worker, somebody that devoted our time voluntarily to going into these places that Boko Haram.
What do you call Boko Haram? They are a bunch of illiterates. Bunch of illiterate people doesn't have
they're
idea.
Against any Western ideas.
Like that race cross thing of a thing is
the
Western idea. Understand me? So what do you expect from an illiterate person?
But the thing is,
they are not interested. They know what they are doing.
I know Boko Haram
they know what they are doing.
Yeah.
But we all know that in the past, a lot of times these journalists, aid workers, and certain kind of people are usually left out of conflicts. Most people, like both for and against about the war or whatever, the unrest or civil crisis they are having, they don't usually tamper, they don't usually harass those set of people. But it's sad that now even people that are supposed to be helping are being targeted. Even my younger sister at some point, she's a pharmacist. At some point she said she wanted to work with an NGO that go to Borno to help those displaced affected by Boko Haram. It's something she has always wanted to do, but with stories like this coming out every day, she'll be discouraged to go. And I'm sure there are 1,001 people too that have something like this in mind, but they won't want to go.
What do you think should be done as it is?
Now, what I can just say now is everybody should just be vigilant. What they call be wise. You say policeman, don't really need thinking of going near him. Just go your own, maintain your own lane.
Yes, you are making a point.
Don't do anything that will make people have issues.
Where they are depriving you of your rights.
There's a way you should be smart. Don't do anything that will make you to get involved with police.
I think
maintain your own lane.
If you say just big picture
don't just go your lane.
The big picture. It's not just about being on your lane. A policeman go see you, they walk out your own, they go still find you come. So it's not about being on your lane. There should be some sort of sanitizing or sanitization in that sector. People should be used as scapegoats. That to the point that when you think of this policeman was trigger happy. After finding him guilty, he faced firing squad or was sentenced to death. If things like this happen, I'm telling you, it will reduce. There should be strict sanctions.
Something I have also noticed is the fact that there is so many of these policemen that take alcohol. Many of them are not educated.
They do.
So I think that is also another issue.
They banned Tramadol, they banned this and that.
Yeah.
How many lobby last recently they catch some police they with Tramadol?
Yes,
this and that.
I see they hide the thing.
They hide that.
I've seen that.
That can not take Tramadol finish now. At the end of the day, go cap.
Don't follow and argue.
Follow and argue, go laugh. Because it is a toy game.
He go not talk say.
No one I want you to do that girl.
He go not talk say. Bloody civilian.
But you know what? But that girl, imagine that kind of girl, innocent girl. travel. She was based abroad before. Just she was based abroad.
How many of them want to come back home?
Okay, let me
How many of them want to come back home to make
in Nigeria?
And government is telling people to come back.
Come back home, go and do what?
Come back,
come and be killed.
Anybody when tell me come back without it, are they
already? So where
they plan to come here? God, don't ever.
All right, there's also another girl. Let's just talk about her for a little time before we move to the second segment. This Leah Sharibu. That girl don't lost.
My dear.
She lost for fire, like you know when you put pancana inside fire, you can't leave her for a very long time. When you look for her, that pancana don't turn to ash. The girl appears to have lost. Even Boko Haram said that she will become their slave for life.
Hey, sorry to say. They don't use that girl shine well.
Inside Nigeria, can't chase them. Can't police chase them.
Let me tell you, there's a program I'm trying to organize for the military section in Nigeria. It's a program. See, I always say this: kudos to Nigeria military, kudos to army, kudos to them. They're too much. Nigeria army, give them 1 hour, they can wipe the entire race of Boko Haram. But politics in Nigeria make them no fit do am.
That is it.
Nigeria army is one of the best
in the world.
Combat in the world,
especially land combat.
Yes, then imagine come up Boko Haram use the shine.
People when no go school, when no get strategy.
People when no get strategy, people when no go the school of what battle. They are not educated. They are not educated in that field. Then if they are not doing it well, because what? There is politics in the game.
Somebody is sponsoring them.
We have lost a lot of lives of soldiers, military men. A lot of widows are in the barrack. A lot of widows every week. They are getting more widows.
And it is hitting them every time.
Yes,
today is somebody's brother's wife's brother. So another time is another person.
We just pray that Leah Sharibu and the remaining aid worker, Alice or so, will find somehow freedom from God, because it looks as if the government has failed.
Cannot do anything.
Let God just favor them.
Look at government has failed
and get them out.
They failed totally.
On that note, we'll be ending this segment of this edition, and when we return, we will look at football in Africa and in Europe. The African Nations Cup qualifier just took place over the weekend, and then it happened also in Europe. Stay there with us.
Nigeria, you are lucky.
European League.
Hi, my name is Kiki.
Sean Kentebe.
Deyemi Okolawon.
Je m'appelle Ufoma McDermott. Ronke Odusoya.
Sean Wajaya.
And you're watching
Bounce.
TV.
To see a lot more.
Click here to subscribe, okay?
Welcome to the second edition of this show. As you can see the table, some things don't join. And you can also be here if you want to. Just get in touch with Bounce News. And we are still here at 1759 Lounge in Oregon area of Lagos State. My friends and I are still discussing these issues. So now we'll go over to football. And we have a sports analyst here, Anwulika, which will be doing justice to some of these things. First is the Nations Cup qualifier. What happened? We almost threw 2-0 advantage away in Libya, second leg.
You know, there's something about these North African nations. They know how to intimidate any opponent that comes into their place. I'm not saying it's entirely easy. It was because they did well. They did a good job.
Play good football.
You know. I think they did everything possible to get a win away from Nigeria. You know, they couldn't play in Libya because of the crisis going on in their country. Okay. So they had to play in Tunisia. So I think they wanted to do everything possible to get a victory, at least to make their countrymen smile or give them something to be cheerful about. So I think that they had to fight back. They had to fight back to try and get something out of it. But thankfully, Odion Igalo was there to save us once again after scoring 3 goals in the first leg in Uyo. So thankfully he was there, and thankfully we are topping Group E of the qualifiers, and hopefully
9 points.
9 points, and hopefully when we face South Africa in away in Johannesburg.
We should be able to
we should be able to get another 3 points.
And then we are through.
Yes, and we are through to
qualify.
the Africa Cup of Nations Cup.
Guy,
And hopefully,
why you dey talk like
and
this?
hopefully,
You don't get
participating for the
this
first time after winning it in 2013, we'll be able to win it again.
Yeah.
I'm very hopeful.
Why you dey hope? Like why
I'm
why
very
you want to
hopeful.
your hope?
I'm optimistic.
Now your English no correct later when they don't win.
At least now we never begin press calculator.
At least you don't need to press calculator this
Yes,
time now.
at least we have 9 points.
Hey,
We have 9 points, 1 win and
We have
1
9 points.
Nine points out of how
you
many
know why I
points?
shout?
Why?
I dey wonder how this country will be.
When we win World Cup or
Nothing
Nations
will
Cup.
change. Nothing just will change for this country. Guy, where be the next country? Where person fit travel go now?
But the Republic then now.
This guy go
Benin
Benin.
Republic.
Go
Madagascar
Benin.
was Seychelles, so they have don't have already. If we go there, make them easy.
Now let's look at wait. You get something else where they happen. If like say guy or no, law in tactics when you implement for that game, the one filler like World Cup.
Like what now? Which started?
You know,
We dey 2-0 up. Come from there.
Again, forget person go use
2-2.
person go use the best tactics wey go work, but in the end, this thing go still. But
He
it's just like to be
invites-
able to read the game as it is being played. Try when you see that your tactics is not going well, you try and change, tweak, do a little tweaks here and there, and see how maybe probably that's what he did, and we got the goal.
But
Even
why
that goal
why
was,
they invite people? If he invites foreign players, you go put them
see
for
their
bench.
leg now. If you
People
don't-
wey
if they
dey
don't do
perform for
well
their
now-
club, well,
How many of them they perform for their club?
you go put them for bench.
How many
I
of
think
them
get one
mention
guy.
them?
Get one guy wey dey bench there. Wey invite come from abroad that is doing well in his league.
All
What's
of them
his
are
name?
from abroad now. How many people come from Nigeria?
No. One guy like this.
They need experience now.
Ikechukwu Ezenwa, na him be Nigeria.
Yeah, I think that's.
Ikechukwu Ezenwa sef did not even play.
But what you
He's
trying
a
to-
local player.
Experience matters a
So
lot
what
now.
you
So
trying
that's
to
what
say that
that's
he's using most of the home-based players.
No, they
No,
already
a lot
know
of the
players.
players-
No, yes, like Galo,
needs
like
experience.
all those, yeah.
I mean, it's not
needs
needed
experience.
now. It's highly needed.
As much
It's
as
highly
he needs
needed. Experience and
Go
exposure.
with the game. Even though we know say we go lose later.
Yes.
No also come out. now.
Experience
About
and
for you.
exposure is needed. Highly needed.
But why you
Yes.
talk like- why you
Now
always talk like
Madagascar
this?
don't
We go
qualify.
win,
I'm gonna
also
say-
want to talk
This
like
one is on a light note. Madagascar. Their
I'm happy
names.
for them, oh.
Those guys' names.
But what else they will take? They pronounce
How
them.
will the commentary won't take the run?
Now the person wey create
Sentences.
Now the person wey create speaking in tongue like create that guy.
Sentences. That be their name.
Person wey create speaking in tongue. Now create their name.
You run the alphabet, they are late.
The commentary. I don't know
First
how it
letter now.
goes. As in see names. See names. Okay, over.
If you go
Over
that
to-
side now, which name they will call you now? Aluliki.
Bamatoso.
Now, please, let's go over to Europe, for instance. I've noticed that big names in Europe, they are not doing well, though.
But it's the same big names that fell at the World Cup now. That's still falling.
But
Things are
the
changing
thing
now.
is becoming too much now.
Things are
What are they not doing right?
Change
So
is
what
change
are-
is only-
I think they've been able. They have failed to, or rather, they failed to get the replacement early enough. For the likes of Iniesta, the likes of those ones that have retired currently, they failed to get replacements early enough
for them.
for them to be able to do well.
See, that's one thing in life. Let me tell you, that's one thing in life. Any profession when it starts, the kings go there. So gradually, the soldiers go they grow into the kings.
Yes, no.
Gradually, nobody won't watch now. Be like a comedy field now. This comedy field now, then they will tell the likes of Alibaba and all that.
Well,
we
now-
have a lot of upcomings now. If you say they diverse, they don't know man. Nobody can shine eye look. Understand me? So when you see we have a lot those European leagues, then you have top leagues. Then when you say yes, they're doing well, they're doing that. But now, okay, Man U they play well before. Okay, the new upcoming
Tottenham now.
They will be
It's Tottenham
trying
now that
to
is
meet up.
doing.
Yes, no.
Not be the same football we dey play, more play them now. That kind of thing. So you don't expect them to stay behind.
But there are new,
Next,
techniques now. There are new. You remember when it was tiki taka that was the order of the day?
Yes,
Tiki taka, but no, it's not tiki taka.
Yes.
Tiki taka
The matter
everywhere.
don't come up for tiki
They don't come up for
taka.
tiki taka. So
Change is only constant in life. Things keep changing, keep evolving. You know, like when they say management and leadership. Management is slow, but leadership is fast. It's speed.
Yes, that is the kind of change we need when Fire says surrender himself to what EFCC.
So
Yes,
the problem,
and the problem they said now.
so the problem now is ability to be able to transfer from management to leadership. Key. Nigeria is still under management. That's the problem.
To an extent, this Nigeria go die for una. Why can't the matter come back to Nigeria again?
I think the fact that the team, the players are young, they lack the kind of exposure and experience. I think that's also this foreign German
like
player, for
Germany.
instance. Yes, I think they lack the experience that is needed to be able to
exposure, yes.
My brother.
And very soon, Portugal too will join them.
Because exposure will give you confidence, courage. You know, we are playing. After we are playing some game, even if you can see this one, you know how to maneuver things. But when you're not playing any tough one, you need to see the one you'll be able to proceed.
Competition. Same way with Nigeria Super Eagles. World Cup was their first major competition.
All right. On that note, we come to the end of today's edition of Over the Bottles, and it happened here at 1759 Lounge in Oregu. You've heard it all. Nigerians have commented a lot about the killing of two young, beautiful ladies, one by the police and the other one by terrorists. And then football in Africa. Madagascar qualified with names that are like sentences. Nigeria almost threw away a 2-0 game into Libya. And then if you go to Europe, you find big teams are dropping points. On that note, we come to the end of today's edition of Over the Bottles. You can also be here if you want to. Just send us an email.
Yeah, so come and follow us
we'll be
and
able to accommodate you on this table and eat with you. It's your show.
Don't forget, let's do shout out to
your
the
show.
makeup
Yes,
artist
and
today.
then to our makeup
I mean, the
artist.
9 shark distance.
At least you can see my face looking so bright and
House of Beauty.
Sexy like
We want to say thank you so much. We look handsome and beautiful. See this guy don't
Oh my God.
And then they rush us. Oh my God.
Hello everyone, this is Bam Bam.
Teddy.
Download Bounce News app. Your news,
Your edge.